Hello students, I am Bindi Desai from Saraswati International Academy and will be teaching you 8th English Medium Science Chapter 17 Stars and the Solar System Part 7. Part 1 to 6 we have discussed about the chapter. We learned about the stars, the planets, that stars twinkle, planets do not twinkle, stars have their own light. We learned about the phases of the moon, we learned about the surface of the moon, we learned about the different constellation. What is constellation? We learned. Also, we learned about the different planets in our solar system, the celestial bodies present in the solar system. We learned about the 9 planets and the characteristic of each planet. Also, we learned about different constellation like Ursa Major, Saptarshi, that is Orion, Big Dipper. We learned about the artificial satellites, man-made satellites. Both are same, and natural satellites. Now, in part 7, we will be discussing about the notes. That is, we will be discussing MCQ, true or false, fill in the blanks and answer in one sentence. So, let's start. Lesson 17, Stars and the Solar System, Part 7, Notes. The first one, which celestial object does not emit light of its own? Yes, stars have their own light. Ursa Major, that is a 7-star Saptarshi constellation. We all know that it is having a shape like a ladle, right? Next is Sun. Yes, Sun has its own light. D option, Moon. The answer is moon does not have their own light or does not emit its own light. Second one, what is the distance of the sun from the earth? Now, the distance traveled from the sun and the earth is measured in light year. Let's see the options. A, 8 light years. 8 light minute. B, 8 light year. C, 15 lakh kilometer. No, it is not measured in kilometers. D, 3 lakh kilometers. No, it is measured in light year. That is, the answer is light minute. 8 light minute. Third one, how the bright part of the moon changes after the full moon day. The options are A, it increases, B, decreases, C, does not change, D, none of this. So what it happens? We all know that sun is not having its own light. It uses the light of the sunlight, right? So I repeat the options again. A, increases. No. B, decreases. Yes, the answer is decreases. C, does not change. No, we cannot say it for the moon, because phases of the moon we have learned that it keeps on changing the shapes day by day. And D, none of this. So the answer for this is that the bright part of the moon decreases after the full moon day. Next one, which constellation is near to the Sirius star? See, we have discussed 3 constellations in this: Ursa Major, Cassiopeia and Orion. We all know Ursa Major, it has 7 planets. It is also known as Saptarshi. Cassiopeia, we discussed about W and M. The shape is like W and M. And also we discussed that it is visible during the winter. Now the third one is Orion. What about Orion? Orion constellation is nearer to the Sirius star. It has 7 to 8 stars, and it is also known as a hunter. The belt of a hunter is there in the Orion constellation, and the Sirius star is near to it. It is also known as deer or heron constellation. I am talking about Orion. D, Leo. No. Next is, which planet of the solar system have rotation opposite to the direction of rotation of the earth? See, we all know that all the planets are moving on its own axis or path, we can say. Which are the two planets which are rotating opposite to the direction of the earth? Let's see. Mars and Jupiter. Sorry, Mercury and Jupiter. No, because we know that Jupiter is the largest planet. B. Mercury and Venus. No. C. Mars and Jupiter. No. The answer is D. Venus and Uranus. They are the two planets of the solar system which have the rotation opposite to the direction of the rotation of the earth, and we all know that our earth is being tilted. Next one, on which of the following planets does the sun rise in the west? Uranus, Mercury, Mars and Neptune. Sunrise and sunset, we all know sunrise is in the morning. So which planet does the sun rise in the west direction? The answer is Uranus. Next is, which of the following planets cannot be seen with our naked eye? So which planet we need to use the telescope? Options: Venus, no; Mercury, no; Earth, no, where we are staying or existing life. D. Neptune. Yes, Neptune is the planet which cannot be seen with our naked eye. Next is, which of the celestial objects, see we all know what are celestial bodies and objects which moves around in the orbit or in the solar system. Which of the following celestial object is known as a shooting star? Options are: A. Satellite, B. Meteoroid, C. Asteroids and D. Comet. The answer for this is B. Meteoroid. And the fallen part which reaches to the earth after the vaporization, it is known as meteoroids. Meteorites. Next one, what is the other name of the comet? The answer is shooting star, tail star, morning star, evening star. See, morning and evening star is the Venus, right? Shooting star we have the meteoroid. So which is left? Yes, the tail star. Comet is also known as a tail star. Next one, what is the periodic time of the Halley's comet? A. 30 days, no; B. 365 days, no; C. 76 years, yes. See, we also discussed that when the next Halley comet will be seen, we also discussed that in 2062 it will be seen. Next is, what is the unit of light year? Time, no; velocity, no; distance, yes. A light year is measured in the distance. It is the unit of the distance. We discussed, right, that we can measure the distance of the stars and the earth or the sun. It is measured in the distance is measured in the unit of a what? Light year. Next, intensity of light, no. Next, why planets do not collide while revolving around the sun? Collide means what? Why? We all know that our solar system, all the planets are moving. Collide means why? Collide means why they don't meet up. Just because. Let's see. Options: revolving time of period is different. Rotation time of period is different for each planet on its axis. Sorry, no, it is not necessary that Mercury will move at 3 o'clock, Moon will move at this time, Neptune will move at this time. No, every planet revolves in its definite orbit. All the 8 planets, they have the definite orbit or path on which they move or rotate or revolve. Speed of the revolving is different for each planet. No, so the answer for this is that every planet revolves in the definite orbit. Next is, Which celestial object is the tail star? Shooting star? No. Sirius? No. Pole star? No. The answer for this is comet. How many times of the Jupiter is then? How many times is volume? Volume is weight, we can say, or a mass, MASS, of the Jupiter than the Earth. Options are A 500, no. B 850, no. C 1300, yes. The mass of the Jupiter is more than the times of the planet Earth. So it is very large planet. A question can be asked that which is the largest planet. The answer will be Jupiter. Which of the following is not a member of the solar system? Asteroid, no. We can say it as a celestial object. Satellite, yes, obviously it revolves around the orbits. Constellation, yes. The answer is constellation is not a member of the solar system. Comet is also a member of the solar system. Next one. Which of the following is not a planet of the sun? Sirius, Mercury, Saturn, Earth. No, Mercury it is nearer. Saturn is also with the rings, and Earth where the life exists. Answer is Sirius. Sirius is not the planet of the sun. Next is phases of the moon. Phases of the moon, why does it occurs? Just because options. We can see only the part of the moon which reflects towards us. Yes, we all know, we have also discussed that this is the earth, this is the sunlight, and this is the moon. As the earth keeps on moving or revolving, same way the sunlight reaches to us, we experience day. Same way the moon also revolves around the earth. So the light which is reflected from the sun, it reaches to the earth and then to the moon. So the answer is that the bright part, the reflected light towards earth, that is the only part which we can see. Next is, our distance from the moon keeps changing. No, not at all. The shade of the earth covers only a part of the moon's surface. No. The thickness of the moon's atmosphere is not constant. There is no atmosphere on the moon. So the answer for this is, we can see only the part of the moon which reflects lights towards us. Now next is fill in the blanks. First one. The planet which is the farthest from the sun is Neptune. Yes, the very farthest from the sun, the Neptune. And which is the closer? It is the Mercury. Next one. The planet which appears reddish in color, that is Mars. Yes. Third is, a group of stars that appear to form a pattern in the sky is known as constellation. A question can be asked that what are constellation or what is constellation. So the answer for this is, a group of stars that appears to form a pattern in the sky is known as constellation. Next one, a celestial body that revolves around the planet, that is known as satellite. And the man-made satellites or artificial satellites are those which gives us informations from the space. Next, shooting stars are actually not stars. Yes, what are they known as? They are known as meteor. They are known as meteoroi. Asteroids are found between the orbits of, yes, Mars and Jupiter. There is a thick layer between the Mars and the Jupiter. The gap between the Mars and Jupiter in the solar system, it is known as asteroids. ASTEROIDS. Next one, true or false? Pole star is a member of the solar system. No, false. We all know pole star is a definite direction. It is always seen in the north direction, and because of the pole star we can see many of the constellation. It does not keeps on moving, so it is not a member of the solar system. It is a star. Next is, Mercury is the smallest planet of the solar system. Yes, very true. And the largest is our Jupiter. Uranus is the farthest planet in the solar system. False. The Neptune is the farthest planet in the system. INSAT, INSAT is an artificial satellite. Yes, true. INSAT is an artificial satellite. Next one. There are 9 planets in the solar system. The answer is false. Actually, a Pluto named planet was there, but because of the darkness on that planet has now been destroyed or being removed from the solar system. It is not added or countable in our solar system. That was also known as dwarf planet. So there are 7 planets on the solar system. Next is 8 planets we have in our solar system. Constellation Orion can only be seen with the telescope. The answer is false. Now next is answer the following questions in 1 or 2 sentences. First one, what is constellation? We already have discussed that it is a group of stars which forms a recognizable shape is called constellation. The names of the 2 constellations are Ursa Major, which is called Saptarshi, which has 7 planets. Other is Cassiopeia, and the third is Orion. Next is Ursa Major. We all know that it has 7 stars. Next is name the other objects which are the member of the solar system. Including the planets, there are also other objects which are seen in the which are also seen in the solar system. What are they? Comet, asteroid, satellites, and meteoroids. See, we learned just now only that comet is also known as a tail, right? Then we have asteroids, the gap between the Mars and the Jupiter. Satellite, they are the revolving bodies or objects around the planets, and meteoroids, we can call them as a shooting stars. Next one, who was the first astronaut to land on the moon? See, we learned that the surface of the moon is very dusty and barren. No human beings can survive on it. But there was an astronaut who landed on the moon. His name was Neil Armstrong. Next is does the planet Venus appear in the sky? Venus, it is also known as a good morning star and a evening star. So it appears in the eastern sky before sunrise, that is, we can say in the morning, and in the western sky after sunset, that is in the evening. So Venus appears in the eastern side before the sunrise, and in the western sky just after the sunset. So the name is known as a evening star and a morning star, and it is the brightest planet. Next is, what do you mean by inner planets? See, we have discussed about the inner planets and outer planets. We differentiated also that there are less moon and satellites in inner planets, and there are large number of satellites in outer planets. We also discussed that the planets which are nearer to the sun, they are known as inner planets. Let's see, what do you mean by the inner planets? Name them. The planets Mars and the planets inside the orbit of the Mars, they are called the inner planets. The answer is Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. They are the inner planets. Next is, what do you mean by outer planets? Name them. Yes, the opposite. The planets outside the orbit of the Mars, they are known as outer planets. We have Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. See, the planets which are nearer, they are the inner planets, and their orbit is inside the Mars, and the orbit outside the Mars planets, they are the Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Neptune, we all know it is the farthest planet of the solar system. Next is, which planets are visible with the naked eye? Means we can see it with our eyes without the telescope, with our Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter, and the Saturn. They are visible with our naked eyes. Next is, what are artificial and natural satellites? See, we discussed that what are satellites first of all. We also learned two types. They are INSAT also, we learned that INSAT is an artificial satellite. Even the Aryabhat was the first man-made satellite which was sent to the space. Now, man-made satellites revolving around the earth are called artificial satellites, and the celestial bodies which revolve around the planets are called natural satellites. Many of the planets have satellites. Next is meteoroids. See, we learn about meteor, METEOR. What is it? It is known as a shooting star, right? Now, some meteoroids are large and so they can reach the earth before they vaporize completely. See, vaporize means how they reach. They reach in a very full speed. At a tremendous speed they move, the shooting star or the meteoroid. As they reach to the earth, slowly and slowly they vaporize themselves. So as they reach to the earth, the body or the part which reaches the earth is called a meteoroids. The part which reaches to the earth, they vaporize, they move in a tremendous speed, and slowly they vaporize also. But the part which reaches to the earth, that part is known as meteoroids. Now, how are the meteoroids useful to the scientist? So the scientists can investigate the nature of the material from which the solar system was formed. See, as the meteoroid reaches to the earth, a scientist can know or investigate the nature, how in the solar system, how the material is being formed. That is how the celestial bodies or the objects are made up of. Thank you.